Hi-ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals. How are you today? So today we are going to finish our little card, little flip-flop or accordion journal fold that we started with our cards last week. And we're going to finish it up. Everything has dried and everything's in place, as you can see, and I've decorated the front a little bit. I put a butterfly down here, and up here everything's dried well. And I did talk to a friend of mine who uses the glue that we were using last week, because it seemed like this page up here, was taking a really long time to dry. And she recommended that we not use that on the top, the top of our pages, like I was doing on the decoupage. She recommended that we not use that for that. She said that sometimes that can dry a little sticky, which I have noticed on this page. It feels like, what is that stuff called? It feels like Mod Podge on the top. It's dry, but it feels like Mod Podge. So I'm going to say that I'm not going to use that, over the top of things. That I'm going to use my Art Glitter Glue or my Bearly Arts glue, to glue things down on the top of things, or just my regular glue sticks on the top, so that I can avoid that. Let's see, I got something underneath my flower there. So I can avoid that on other things. So what I did was, let me show you here. So I made a little pocket. Well, this is too big, but I made a little pocket here just out of a book page. And I punched, and see, I'm not sure what I did, but that little piece of paper there stretched. And that is the weirdest thing. Oh, I see what's happening. My book page is tearing. I kept thinking, what in the world? So my book page is tearing because my book page is on top of the pink. So let me put a little drop of glue under there to hold that piece down. I must not have got that glued all the way down there. I was trying to just use a glue stick on it, and I must have missed a few little places when this was the negative of a punch, or not a punch, I used it in a, I'm sorry, I can't talk and glue at the same time. You all know I'm not that coordinated. There we go. There we go. That's better. I used my Gemini and made some cuts. I put this in between some other papers, and I cut out some flowers and some other things. And I put this I put an old book page between the other papers, the cardstock, and it cut out these flowers for me, because book page will not. It just will not. Here, and I'll show you the flowers that I got. Oh, goodness. Because I wanted some old book page flowers, and then I took that Lindy's ink that I was, stain that I was telling you about. Here, I'll show it to you in case you guys want to try it. It's this is the Lindy's. They're called Shakers, and this is one of the colors, and it's so pretty. It's got a little bit of a I don't know if you can see it. It's got just a little bit of a sparkle to it. And this is a powder. This Lindy's is a powder. You open it up, and it's very concentrated. I'm trying to get my fingernail under it. And it just shakes out of these little shakers. And then you just hit it with just a little spritz of water. And oh my goodness, the color is amazing. I love Lindy's. I've used it for a long time, and I have their spray. They're called acrylic inks, and they come in a powder also. And you mix them up with water in the bottles, and then every time you want to use them, you just shake up the bottle, because it settles to the bottom. You shake up the bottle and you use it. And they do so much better than the name brands, and which clog from the chemicals. So when they came out with these, man, I jumped on them, and they come in different colors and sets, and so I'm really enjoying them. I'm having a good time with them. So so this is the first side. So now we're going to do the back side. And if you'll remember, I had to actually mark what was going to be my cover because I kept marking it wrong. So let's go on and put my cover on so I remember. And let me find the one I wanted for the cover. I'm thinking it was the one with the butterfly, wasn't it? Here it is. That's the one I wanted for my cover. And after everything's dry, I'm going to go back and take my corner rounder, and I'm going to round everything. That's the one I want. So I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use my tacky glue today. Maybe, if I can get the lid off of it. Oh my goodness sakes. And I'm just going to try my tacky glue today, instead of the other, and see how that works. And I'm just going to use my glue spreader. I'm just going to keep that upside down there. Let me get my glue spreader here. Okay, I just had it on the table. I got it out for us. Oh my gosh, you guys. There it is. It's right here. My little glue spreader. And I'm just going to spread it out into a nice thin layer so my paper doesn't get, soaking wet. There we go. And then once everything is dry, I can go back and use my corner rounders. Now, if you want to ink everything, you need to ink it before you put it on. And I'm not going to worry about how far over I'm going because I can trim all that off after. Now, I do need to make sure that I'm not too far off my edge, though. There we go. And I want to get this off of here. There we go. And I'm pretty much not going to move this once I have it on here. Yep. There we go. Other than to let you guys see where we're headed. So this little bit that I have on here. Okay. Now I'm not going to glue any more on here because this part here will be going off. Well, I'll cut off. See how it bends? That's going to go down. Now I need to add more glue there. Oh my gracious. I'm telling you, I'm either getting really weak in my old age or they're just really putting the tops on these really tight. So let's spread some more glue. And I'm thinking I can just go on and maybe put some out here too. That way I don't have to keep pulling this off of here. I'll put it there. All right, let's spread this glue out. Now it's important to always get your edges because that's the part that's going to get the most wear and tear. Your top, your bottom, your folded sides. Okay, now I want a piece of this that has the blue on it. And I want it over here. And once this glue dries really well, and this tacky glue dries really quick. And then I want this key, and I think, I'm not sure which way it goes though, but I'm gonna put it, actually think I want the key over there. So let's spread this out. Let's make sure we have this on the top, and I want the key over here. I want the rose over here. We got a flower here. Maybe we'll put the flower there. Let's put this one over here because I want the key next to it. All right. So now remember, you can decorate these after we get our papers on. You can decorate them any way you choose, depending on the journal that you're going to put them in. There we go. And what your style is, let me scoot this down for you so you can see. Wipe up my mess. Oops, I don't want to lose the top. Let me wipe my mess up so things aren't sticking. You know, and you can do them in any style, of course, that you want to do them in. These would be really, really cute, like in an under the sea style. You know, start out on the front page with a like a boat or ocean liner, you know, something like that, and then have each of your pages as different animals. They would be really cute as planetary things, you know, our skies have each one, you know, different planets. They would be really, really cute for beach themes. You know, all of that's coming up. If you've got someone that's graduating, these are the perfect size for gift cards. So you could put little gift cards on them. You could use, you know, that removable tape or little pockets to put little gift cards in. You know, all kinds of things that you could do with them. You know, get those imagination juices flowing in. These make great little gifts. Okay, so this one's going to get trimmed here a little bit. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Now you know someone that's you know, you have a friend that's a junk journaler, maybe that's having a baby, or a what is it called that they do? A scrapbooker. I think they still do scrapbooking. There we go. Or an art journalist. You know, that's going to be one of our projects. We're going to actually make an art journal. Oh dear, I've lost the cap. Oh, there it is. I told you I'd lose the cap. You know, you could give them Amazon gift card in the center pocket, and then in all the other pockets, you could just put scraps of paper and, painted papers. Your art is a great gift, you guys. Your art's a great gift. People love receiving your art. Don't be afraid to give people your art. They love it. Paint some papers and make pockets and put things in pockets for your friends. Art journalists love things like that because they use that in their books. Okay, now let's scoot this down and get it out of that glue residue and wipe it off of the front. Let's get this wiped off. And we're going to turn over the front and get that cleaned off. Okay, now while this is drying, I'm going to turn this over here. And I can feel it right here on the front. There's 2 spots I can feel it right here. There we go. And get that piece of paper off. And right here. Okay, so I can see where I need to trim. I need to trim off this piece of paper. And I need to trim off right here because this one was a little too long. And across the top here. Come on. And it's okay if my scissors are getting a little glue on them. I can wash them. I wash them all the time. And this piece. Oops, got a little bit of card. That's all right. You guys know me. I'm not a perfectionist. There we go. Now, let's go down this side and get this little piece of paper. And across the bottom. And get that piece. And I think that was all that... Oh, no, we got a little piece hanging out here. Just a little piece. Right there. Okay. Okay. Now, when that finishes drying, I'm going to use the corner rounder and round those corners again. Let's get the trash can over here. Okay. Now, do you remember our little tissues that we had? Okay, now as you can tell, we're going to have these to trim because they're going to stick up. So we're going to go on and get these trimmed like that. Okay. This one's okay. That one's okay. This one's going to stick up a little bit, so we're going to trim it. See, that's why we made our washi tape. That's why we use such wide washi tape. Now, if you wanted your paper to wrap around, then you would need your paper wider than what I cut, and you would have to glue it all the way around and on top. Like here, if I don't want my washi tape to show, then I have to glue this piece under here. Now I have to make sure that it's going to stick on both pieces. I have to make sure this piece and this piece are going to stick securely. But that's not what I want. I want my washi tape to show. So I'm going to trim these edges. Okay. That's why I use that decorative washi tape. So I'm going to come in and trim. But I do have to be careful that I don't pull that off. Okay, that piece is good. Now let's go in and do this piece. Okay. Let's get this and do some squishing. Now I can already tell that that's not straight. And we'll get that corrected. I think I need smaller scissors to do this. These big scissors just are not getting in there. There we go. I think that might have been the problem. Okay. And okay. Now I'm going to take my little thing here and I'm going to go over all of them. Make sure my edges are down. Like this. And I'm not pressing really hard. I don't want to push the glue out. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure my edges are down. And that it's down everywhere. But I do need to cover up that little pokey tool there. I'm trying to make sure that my edges are down everywhere. Because that's, to me, that's the most important. There we go. Okay. But if a little bit of glue comes out, that's all right. I can wipe it up. Okay. So let's get this down. Make sure we're all the way down here. I don't want anything popping up. But if it does, you know, if I miss something, I'm not going to stress about it. Because I can always come back and glue it down again. It's just not that big a deal. You know, I don't stress about things like that. Because things can always be taken care of later. I've got smaller scissors and I've got more glue. So I don't ever let my art and my creations stress me out. The only thing I ever worry about are journals that I sell or journals that I give away. Because those are the journals that I can't fix or deal with once they leave my house. Once they're in the mail, I have no control over them. I have no control over, you know, what they look like, how they held up, and that just worries me to death. There we go. Okay, so this little piece right here, now I do have a small pair of scissors, and they must be on this table, so let me grab them. All right, you silly scissors. I know, oh, here they are. They're right here. So let's get the little scissors. Let's get these little scissors. And let's get this little edge here. Right here's what I'm after. I actually have a smaller pair than this. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So again, I'm going to make sure that that edge is down. Okay. So my edges are how I want them. Now let's put this cap back on here. And put that back over there. All right, so let's get the trash off the table so it's not getting into everything. All right, so I think it's safe to maybe start putting on a few pockets because I don't see any more or feel any more edges popping up. Okay. Now, and if you want to add any more washi tape, you know, decorative edges, then, you know, now's the time to do it. But you remember, you still can't round your edges because everything's wet. And if you try to do that with your corner rounder, all it's going to do is chew everything. So you can't round these corners yet until everything is completely dry. So I would wait to do that until tomorrow. So if you're going to add, you know, pockets that come all the way down, now you can go on and do it. And then you can round those corners tomorrow. So don't even bother rounding them right now. Wait and round everything at one time. Okay, so we kept the decorations simple over here because remember, it's going to fold like this. It's going to fold like that. Okay, so this is the front. That's the back. Okay, so your back is, you're actually going to see when it opens up. That's the back. And if you need to put something there to remind you, go ahead. This would be a good place maybe to put a little pocket or, you know, something like that. And then you flip it over. And most of these are on the inside, but that's your cover. Okay, so I think on these, I want to put, now I fussy cut out some little teacups. So I think what I want to do is this, and I know this is a little too long, but I want to, that's a new word, isn't it? I wanted to put, and I think I like this one better, hang a little teacup here and make it like a little tuck, you know, make a little tuck under there or a little pocket up here at the top. So I think that's what I want to do. And I wanted it right here in the middle. So, but I needed to measure this. So let's grab our pencil here. Now, let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let me bring you down here because I want you to be able to see. Okay, there we go. Now, there's still more on this little piece of paper, of course, but I liked this one the best. All right, so I'm only going to measure this for the size of the paper. I'm not gonna cut it any bigger. And most likely my cut's not going to be straight, so it won't surprise me if it isn't. See, it's not. Did you think it would be? Okay, so let's put that up there. And let's put our pencil away. Okay. Now, I'm just going to glue that down. And I think I want to use, where is it? Here, my number 5. I'm just going to use a number 5 micron. Okay, here. I'm just going to glue this down. Oh, it's the same pattern. Okay. Okay, I want to put this across the top. And since it's not straight, I'll maybe, yeah, you know how that is. And I'm going to put that like that. And I'm going to use my micron. And what I want to do here is once I get this up here, I need to be very, very gentle because my paper's wet. Remember, my paper's wet. But I want to bring this down a little bit. Maybe I'll do it with a pencil first. Now, what I want to do, oh, you know what? Let me wrap my cord. Let me see if I can wrap my cord and hook it so it quits falling into everything. That might work. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to try and make a little J hook like this. And I want this, and I want the J hook. Okay, so the J hook needs to come up to there. Okay, the teacup, however, would be down to here. And on my teacups, there's a little ball at the end of them, right there. and my teacups hang right like that. Okay, so that little J hook that I drew, and I don't even know if you can see it, it's going to hang like that. So I'm going to use my little micron, but I think I'm going to use my number 8. There it is. Because that will make it wider. And then I'm going to come off to the side. Okay. So now I have a little hook. And my little teacup just isn't hanging, you know, hanging out in the middle of nowhere land. And I can put the edge of my teacup right there. Like that. And so all I'm going to see is the top, the hook, and underneath it, just that little piece. Okay, so I need to go around the handle. Okay, I don't want to go around the top, but I do need to go around the edges. Because remember, I want this to be a little tuck. Now, if you don't want yours to be a tuck, it doesn't have to be. Now, I don't want anything messing with the handle, so I am going to put some glue by the handle. Right there. And I think I put too much glue, so let's get our glue off of there. There. Let's get our glue off of there. Okay, so now we have a little teacup tuck. There, try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, now let me show you. Let me grab a little piece of paper, and I think this might be too big, but I might be able to make it fit. So I can make a little tiny tag. Now, here, it's going to make it too big. And it can tuck right in there. Or a little secret note or something right in there. You know, a little secret tag right there. Just a little tiny something can go right there. How about that? And I think I might leave this right there to remind me. There. All right, so our first page is done. Okay, and I think I wanted over here. Now let me see where this page is going to end up being folded. So this one, this one, this one, and then this goes over, and this goes over. Okay, so these two get folded together. Okay. And these get folded together. So I want a pocket here. On the green one, I want a pocket. This one. So I want, now where's, okay, hold on here. We got to put our pin back in our glue, or we're going to be fighting with our glue. Oh, good gravy. Do you guys have the same trouble I do with the pin for your glue? I mean, I don't move, and the silly pin just, you know, gets up, walks away. It has a mind of its own. It truly, it does. It says, you know, I'm done hanging out here with Lori today. I'm just going to take a walk. I'm going to go see the world. I'm going to see what's happening on the other side of her craft room. You know, he does that a lot, by the way. Oh, for goodness sakes, you silly pen. So what I've done, because he does that a lot, is I have a cork. And in my cork are two other pins that I can stick in here until I can find the right one. Oh, you silly thing. Now, most likely he's stuck to something. No, I don't see him. Oh, well. Okay, so I want a pocket on the green one. So now we just need to find something to put down here on this green. And what I did after we were done the other day was I cleaned up the creative mess that we made. So let me put our paper pack. Ugh. I love using my trash can as a table. It works very well until it decides not to. And then I have to use a chair. And then I have to use a chair, you guys, for everything. Okay, so I've put all of our little scraps in one of our little folders. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. Because what I did was I pulled out stickers. So we still have our old book pages out. And I was thinking we had some more of that page out. Or those pages out. Huh. Well, maybe we don't. Oh, we do. Okay, so we have some of those that have, and on the back it's got some of those little tags that match, that, you know, go with this paper. And I think what we're going to do, but see, that's too bright. So, okay. I guess we used all that paper. We have a few little scraps, but I really don't like them for a pocket. You know, because the butterfly sideways. We could do this, couldn't we? Because he's hidden. And I think this one's hidden. Isn't he hidden? Yeah. All right. How about we use... No, I don't want a butterfly in a butterfly. And I like him, but he doesn't have a head. All right, so let's get out some more paper from our paper pack. And we have green. So let's see if we can find a piece that goes with the green. I'm sure we can. Oh, I like this. Let's go with this. Let's go with this stripe. Yeah, we're going to go with this stripe. And since we're going to use some of those little tags, this will be perfect. Okay. All right, so for these little pockets, we only need about a 2-inch piece. So let's grab our paper cutter here. I know, I should have already had it, but I didn't think we were going to need it. So, because I thought we already had it. So let's cut off here. Let's grab us a 2-inch piece. I know, you know, life in the craft room happens this way. Let's get us a 2-inch piece. All right, so this is 2 inches wide. And we're going to make us a little pocket here. So how wide do we need? Oh, that's going to be a deep pocket, isn't it? Yeah, we don't need it that deep. But let's go on and cut this piece about, how big is that? Let's go on and cut it the width that we need. And then we'll cut it in half. And then I think over here we're going to give us a book page. We're just going to tear some book page. All right, so let's cut this piece in half. Or whatever we end up with is what we end up with. Yeah, that'll work. And I think I want a ragged edge on this edge. And I want a little ragged edge over here. Now, I want to start. I know we haven't finished our Friends of the Garden journal. You know, we haven't put her to bed. And it's going to be a while before we do that. There. I kind of like that. It's kind of old. It kind of goes with everything. But I need your help, you guys. I need some opinions on what you guys like to do. So do you guys like to do... Oh, yeah, I like that. That goes very well there. That goes well there. So let's grab our vintage photo. So would you guys like to see an altered book? Or would you guys rather see something in grunge? Would you guys like to see... You guys tell me what you would like to see. For our next project. Because I've got a couple things on my mind for a journal. And I'm not thinking anything real big and real, real creepy, scary. I'm thinking, just a regular 3 signature journal. Now, our Friends of the Garden, we'll work on all summer is we make things in bulk, or not bulk, in mass. We'll add to her. And that's kind of my plan with her. Whenever I make big journals, I work on them for a while. Oh, I love that. I love that little pocket. Look how cute that is. Yeah, it looks like that has belonged there forever. That is just too cute, you guys. Too cute. Okay, so over here... So, you guys let me know what you would like to see. Now, where did our old book pages go? Because I want to, oh, for gracious sakes, you guys. We just had the book pages. I want to show you guys what you want to see, and I want to create some fun things. There's a little piece. I want that to be just a little tuck. But I also have an idea of what I want to put under it. We're going to make this a layered tuck, you guys. Okay. We're here. We're going to make this a layered tuck, just like this. Okay, let's give us another torn edge, like it's torn wallpaper. That's what this green paper reminds me of, torn wallpaper. So you guys tell me, tell me what you would like to see, and we'll do it, because I want to keep you guys interested. Oh, how cute is this going to be? All right, looks like torn wallpaper in my grandma's house. All right, so this is going to be a layered tuck. So to make sure that we don't cover up any part of our tuck spots, we need to do our layers first. Now, I've showed you many times how to do that. Okay, so here's our layers. Okay, so I made the layers. Here's the back layer and then the top layer. Now we're going to come across, actually I'm just going to come across the side and across the bottom. And we're going to treat the bottom as one piece. Okay, so I'm just going to come across here and here. I'm going to ignore this part. So I'm going to come across here, all the way across. So this becomes the bottom. Right here. This is now our bottom. Right here. Okay? And then you come up the side. And remember, it's torn. So you just continue past it like that. Okay? You just go past the torn part. It goes right here. It could actually go there, couldn't it? Yeah, let's put it there. Didn't have to go on that green. There. So now you have a little tuck spot. Here, let me show you. Let me get a little piece here. Here, we'll show you with this little teacup. So in this little teacup, we could tuck it in here, and it could tuck in like that. And then in here, we have another tuck spot. So if I wanted to tuck this little teacup under the paper, I could tuck it there, or I can tuck it under the green. I can tuck it there. I can decorate that paper with that piece of paper. Oh, that is so cute. Let's do that. Let us do that. And I think I have a smaller one too. Let's do that. I think there's a smaller one over there. Here in my stack. There is right here. Let's see here. It's got different colors on it. I don't know if you can see them shiny. It's got all different colors of Lindy's ink on it. Yeah, I had fun playing. There we go. And then underneath there. Oh, see, now this is crazy. Now I've lost the other pin. There it is. That's pretty bad. You lose 2 pins at one time. Okay, and under this other one, what can we put under the other one? So if I wanted to put something under the paper, I've got to tuck under the paper too, right here, as well as under the green and under the paper. So I have 2 little tuck spots like that. There, can you see them? Just like that. So I'm going to tuck that there. And then I have these little flowers. I'm going to decorate the front with this, I think. Let's see what else we have over here. Oh, here we have this we can put on our flower. You see, I'm just grabbing stuff off my desk here. I'm not making anything. I'm just grabbing stuff that's sitting here on my desk. Actually, you know what? I think I like this better down here because it's pink and it goes with that pink flower. Okay, so let's put some ink on it. And you never know what I'll put on top of it. I might end up liking a pocket on it. I might end up liking a tuck on it. Who knows? But underneath it all, I want this little stem. And I think I have another one. I think. Maybe I'll put 2 of them on it. I thought there were 2 of them. Oh, there are. Right here's the other one. So, maybe we'll put that one there. And we'll put this smaller one over here. Okay. Now these are all going to go in our Garden Friends journal. I'm going to put these in a pocket. I'm going to put this little thing in a pocket. Yeah, so I didn't want it really too bulky. You've seen my other ones. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now, let's get one of these little, let's put this in here. Now, ouch. Let's put that over there. All right, let's take our little scissors and let's cut out here. I like this little pomegranate tag, so let's cut this out for one of our little tucks that we've created. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, I'm not real good at fussy cutting real fast, you guys. I take forever to fussy cut. I just take forever. So mine aren't real neat and tidy. Okay, so I think I want this one back here. And I want the little teacup here. Like that. So there's that one. And then in our little pocket here, let's see, which one do we want here? I think I want the little bowl here. Oh, look, it has a little snail. That's perfect. That's perfect for our little garden friends journal. Yeah, I have snails. In my garden, I call them slugs, but I know they're not. Well, I know my slugs are slugs because they don't have a shell. That's the difference in them. If they have a shell, they're called snails, and if they don't, they're slugs, and I don't like slugs. They eat my lettuce. Yeah, I know they have a purpose, but eating my lettuce should not be one of them. But I know they have to eat, but they can go eat other things. Okay, so we're going to put that little tag right there. Okay. Oh, that's looking cute. Now, I think these are too wide to fit in our little teacup, so maybe a little ticket will fit in there. Let's see if we have a little ticket. Let's see if we have a little tiny ticket. I think I know what we do have that will fit in there. Where's our little tickets at? Where's our little tickets? I know we have them. It might be in there that I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm looking for, you guys. I know exactly what it is I'm looking for that will be small enough. Right here. Oh, darn, it isn't. It's too big. Okay, well, we're going to make it fit. So it has to be this small. Wow. Okay, so we're going to cut out the middle of it. Has to be this wide. So we're going to make it fit. We're just going to make it fit, aren't we? So I do want to round the corners on this. Let's see if that's long enough. Or how long do we need to cut it? Yeah, we do need to cut off the end of it a little bit. Otherwise, it will interfere with our fold. Let's see, a little bit more. How much? Just a smidgen. Just a wee tiny smidgen. Perfect. All right, let's round our corners. Let's get our corner rounder. Okay. So on the corner rounder, you have 3, or mine does anyhow. This is mine. I have 3 options. So I'm going to use the little, I have glue all over my fingers. I'm going to use the little baby option. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this fits to re-round my corners. Oh yeah, it works. To help it, get out of there, to help it glide in there a little bit. And if you ever have problems, see how that nicked it right there a little bit? Can you see that? Clean out your punch. You know, go like this and clean it out. That will help. Well, that didn't help. So let's cut it off. That helps. Okay. There, now we have a little tiny tag to go in there. How about that? And what do we run to write on the back of it? Let's write something on the back of it, because you know I'm going to pull it out. Okay, I have my number 3 micron. Oh, I know. Let's write. What are we going to write? Gosh, this is a little tiny space, you guys. Okay, let's see. To plant a seed is to have hope. Gosh, I need some more fingers. There we go. To plant a seed is to have hope for the future. That's what I wrote on it. I don't know where I heard it. I don't know who said it first, but I'm saying it now. To plant a seed is to have hope for the future. And that's our little tiny tag. And it's going in our little teacup. And it's going in our Garden Friends journal. So there we go. Okay. So we can put that away. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can round these corners yet. We're going to try one. Yeah, they're going to round. It's a lot, but let's see if it'll let us do it. Yeah, I got to keep them cleaned out. I've got to keep it cleaned out, though. Okay, there we go. Our corners are cleaned out. Now, as you'll notice, I didn't put anything on the ends. I kept it in the middle. I may go back and put something on the front, and I may go back and put something else in the middle. But this is how it's going to fold up. And I'm just going to fold it. Oh, she's got a little chunky, didn't she? That's my back, and I just put a little bumblebee on it. And I haven't put anything on the front yet. Now, I'm just going to tie this with a simple piece of ribbon. And I will probably put something on the front. I just don't know what yet. I might put a little pocket and maybe another one of these little tags. I just don't know what. I might look through the paper pack that I got this from and see if there's anything I like. The ribbon that I'm going to use is this one. This little pink ribbon. It's just nice and simple. And I'm just going to put it around. And I want enough. Let me bring it around here. Okay. Tie a nice little bow. Where is it? Here it is. Get it nice and tight. There we go. And then I'll pop this in a pocket in our Garden Friends journal. And I might put a little dangle or something on the ribbon. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Thank you for joining me in my craft room. I had so much fun with you experimenting and playing. And if you liked our video, don't forget that you can hit that like button. I love it when people do that. It just makes me smile. And if you haven't subscribed, you know how to do that. You know where the bell is, and you know how to do that too. And thank you to all of my current subscribers. I appreciate all that you've done, and coming back to play with me all the time. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. You know where the subscribe button is. It's that little bell. You can hit it, and then every time a new video is released, you'll get notification of it, and then you can come back anytime you choose and watch all the videos that you want. So until I see you again here in the Ladybug Journals, ta-ta for now.